What is up, guys? Scott with Never Hedge back for another HCMC update. And we are down a little bit today, right around 13.33% on the day, which is to be expected following the news yesterday that Philip Morris filed a notice that they would be sending the, back up. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. Thought we we're back down to 20%. But so yesterday, they filed a petition to review the validity of HCMC's patent on their Q Cup device. I have been doing a little bit of research on what that means for the trial and what that means for the likelihood of a settlement. And so the bad news is, it looks like this process, so this separate process that is separate from their current court case, could take anywhere from 6 months to a year to complete. So that is not good, but that is totally normal for a process like that, the IPR, and it will not impact the speed at which this court case conducts its investigation and the proceedings on that. So that is good news. So the judge could dismiss Philip Morris's motion to dismiss, independent of this other investigation that Philip Morris just initiated yesterday. And so the notice yesterday was just that. It was only a notice saying that they are requesting an IPR review to HCMC's patent to assess the validity of their patent. If that gets taken all the way to trial and they find that HCMC's patent is invalid in some way, then it's game over for the trial, because it would get thrown out, because you can't have patent infringement if HCMC does not have a valid patent. So what does that mean for us right now? Basically, right now, we are this motion that Philip Morris just filed yesterday. It could very well mean that they know that if HCMC's patent is valid, they have no shot of winning this case. And I've also heard some people saying that this IPR review of HCMC's patent validity was probably inevitable, in that it happens in most patent infringement cases, where the defendants will just do this just to make sure that the patent that they're being sued for is even valid in the first place, which would be, obviously Philip Morris is hoping that their patent is invalid, but it sure seems like it is. I'm not a patent lawyer or a patent specialist, but just from what I've seen, it looks pretty legit. But that will be for the U.S. Patent Office to decide. I will say Philip Morris did win a patent review case against Reynolds Tobacco in the UK, but in the U.S., however, recently I covered this story a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago by now, where the BAT subsidiary Reynolds Tobacco won a case against Philip Morris with the United States' International Trade Committee. So again, it's kind of tough to say what's going to happen with this particular case, but it definitely scared some people away. Today, obviously, we're down 13%, and I think with this, we're just going to have to wait to see what the judge decides on Philip Morris's motion to dismiss, number one. That should be, again, it's tough to put a timeline on this, because the courts are backed up considerably due to COVID, but hopefully that comes out within the next couple of weeks, maybe a month. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine on this. But if that motion to dismiss gets dismissed, then Philip Morris could potentially request a motion to stay the case, due to the fact that they're going to have this parallel procedure going on independent of HCMC's patent infringement case. They could be like, hey guys, I know that this court case is still going on, but we want to make sure that this patent is even valid still. I did read that the judge could potentially, if things keep progressing further in this case, and it comes to a point where it looks like it could go HCMC's way, Philip Morris could definitely pull that motion to stay card out of their back pocket, and I don't see why they wouldn't do it if things start looking desperate for them, which I expect HCMC to win this case or settle outside of court. But if it goes to trial, this settlement is obviously going to be much bigger than it would be if they settled outside of court. I also don't think that Cozen would have taken this case on contingency if it looked like HCMC had a weak patent or an invalid patent. So that is also something to consider in this. But as far as what the HCMC stock does over the next couple of weeks, I would not be surprised if we stayed down around the low 001 range, probably somewhere between 0013 and maybe 0011. It would be tough to make a case for the stock to go up much higher than 0013, just based on the fact that this whole process could be dragged out potentially another year, which it would probably be. It'll probably honestly take a year or so, if from right now, to get a resolution to this case or some sort of meaningful result. So I think a lot of the weaker hands are going to get out, which is what we are seeing a little bit today, which again is not surprising. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update and some of my thoughts on this. So again, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on HCMC as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.